Yes, hello, my viewers. I welcome you all at Molly Log Poultry Farm. Yeah, today I've come to share with you how much it costs to start your own farm. My dear, in today's video, I want to uh, explain each and everything about poultry. First of all, if you want to start your poultry farm, you should have land, and I always emphasize that you should you should build your poultry house on your own land. Don't rent a place where to put the poultry structure or the house for your chicks or for your birds, because those people, the moment they see that your farm has boosted, they will start like they will start telling you that they want to use that space. So it's better you construct the poultry house in your own on your own place or on your own land. So after buying land, that's the first step. After buying land, you construct the poultry house. Now for the case of the poultry houses, my dear, the costs for building a poultry house varies according to the place where you stay, according to the structure you want to construct. And please don't put in much money when you are constructing the poultry structure. Why? We don't get any profit from this structure. Yes, we get profits, but indirectly. And the most important thing with the structure is aeration and the floor where we are going to put the floor where we're going to put our birds. So if you put a concrete on your floor, on the floor, and you allow enough air and light in the poultry house, that's enough. So it's up to you. If you have enough money, you can construct a permanent house. But if you feel like the money you have is not much, please construct a temporary house. For those people who have money, they are okay. It's okay to construct a permanent house. But if you feel that the money you have is you can't afford a permanent house, please construct a temporary house. And please, when you are constructing a house, there are some factors you have to consider. Like, we have areas which are affected by wind. So if the area you are living in is commonly affected by wind, don't construct a double-story chicken house, because you end up losing your birds. So there are some factors you have to consider when you are constructing the house. Even you have the problem of the termites. There are some places which have very many ant hills. So before you construct, you have to you have to observe very well and see whether they are ant hills or not. If they are there, you can use some chemicals and kill those ant hills. If not that, get some chemicals and dip the poles you are going to use in building your poultry house. So when you are constructing the poultry house, make sure that you consider some things. Look at the place or the location where you are going to construct the poultry house. Observe what is taking place there. Even you can ask some people to tell you more about that place. Then after constructing the poultry house, you have to get money for buying the chicks. And please, if you are planning to enter in this venture, and if you want to be successful, start with those chicks that you are able to cater for. Don't start with a huge number of birds because you've had excess as 500 birds, 10,000 birds. So, my dear, start with the number you are able to look after. So, don't start with a huge number nga tojasobola zirabirira. Then, before you bring the chicks, first look at the source where you are going to get the chicks. Where are you going to buy these chicks? How are the parent stock of these chicks you are going to buy? Are they in healthy conditions? Are they vaccinated? Do they vaccinate their birds? So you have to consider some of those things. Then, after buying the chicks, you have to know that those chicks will be fed. Now, with feeding, when I talk of feeding is very expensive in this venture of local poultry. These birds, they eat, and feeding takes like 8% of the money you have to use at the farm. Then, look at the price of the things in your place. Look at the price of the vaccines. Look at the price of the charcoal you'll be using in the brooder. Look at the price of the vaccines, the maize bran, the concentrate, and so on. And there are some people who are living in places which are far from the trading centers or from towns or cities. Then they face a challenge of transport. So you have also to put that in your minds, that I'm living in such and such a place. How much capital will I be using when it's time for transporting my things? For example, charcoal, broken. So you make your accountability when knowing that there are some things you have to fulfill. The transport, the water bills, and so on. Now, after knowing that the chicken will eat food, will be vaccinated, will be getting treatment, look at the labor. Who are those people who will be helping me in caring for these chicks or birds? If you don't need anybody to help you, you yourself, you can do that work. More so to those people who are just starting. You, the owner of these chicks, let you, assuming you have brought like 100 birds, or 200 birds, or 300 birds. And I know very well, if you want to succeed in this venture, you make this venture to be your full-time job. Now, if it's your full-time job, work as you do each and everything like as if you are a worker in that business. So be the worker of your business, of your chicken, of your poultry project. After doing well, then you bring more birds and bring the workers to help you to run the project or the business. You get. Now, for you, if you become a worker at first, there is some experience that you gain. You gain much experience. Instead of bringing the workers for the first time and work in your project, yet you, the owner, you know nothing about what they are doing. You rather start with your birds, you, the owner, you keep your birds, you gain experience, then afterwards you bring the workers to help you because you'll be knowing each and everything. So you'll be just guiding them and supervise them. But there is no way how you can guide someone when you, the person who is guiding, you know nothing about what those people are doing. So after knowing that I will need a worker, please know where to buy these things. If it's charcoal, where are you going to buy charcoal? How much will I use to buy charcoal? If it is broken maize, where? If it is mixing food, where am I going to, who is going to mix my feeds? Or who will be serving me with the food for my birds? You should know all those things. You should know all those things. And how much money zonookozesa mu buli kimu ky'osuubira okugula. So, my dear, if it's food, know the prices. However much the prices always change, but at least get a hit. And know if the prices are high, how much will I be using to buy the maize when it is at a high price. At least you get some figures such that you don't mess. Now, after knowing where to buy the food, the charcoal, the vaccines, what and what, please, and please, make sure that you don't allow everybody at your farm. Put security. You can use these cameras. You can use dogs to keep security. You yourself, you can become the askari of your farm, or you hire the askari. And apart from that security, you have what we call biosecurity. Why am I telling you this? Because most people spend a lot with the security. When I talk of biosecurity, people spend much money in treating their birds, yet they can maintain or they can keep this biosecurity without spending any coin. So when I talk of biosecurity, don't allow people in the poultry farm. Don't allow visitors at the farm. Don't step in the poultry house with shoes which always move outside. So you should be having disinfectants on the doorway, such that you don't spread the diseases to the birds all the time. And let these workers also know that we don't step in the poultry house with the shoes we always move with outside. So after building your house in a place which is conducive, please make sure that you get money for feeding the birds. Because it does not make sense to buy 5,000 birds, day one old chicks, and you keep them for like 2 months, then the money gets over. Then you end up not feeding the birds very well. Zijja kona. And the moment you fail to feed them well, they will not grow well, and you will not get what you wanted to get. You will not get profits. You get it? So, my dears, you should know all those things, because the moment you mess anywhere, you are going to end up losing your money. You are going to end up in losses. So, when we talk of the money that we need to start up a local poultry business or a project, each and everybody, our pockets are not the same. Somebody might be having 10 million, another one 200,000 shillings, another one 2 million, another one 5M. So all of us, we want to start. But what matters a lot is the number of chicks you are going to raise. If I have my 5M and the other one has 200,000 shillings, the one with 200,000 shillings cannot raise 200 birds or 100 birds or yes, even 50 birds. You can't. If you have 200,000 shillings, Uganda shillings, you can't raise 50 birds. So, how much do I have? How much should I start with? How many birds should I start with? And I always tell you, please, if you are a beginner, don't start with a huge number of birds. Don't. Because if it's your first time, there are some things that you are going to learn. You are new in this venture. You don't know where the market is. You don't know how to vaccinate. You don't know how the diseases, the signs and the symptoms of some diseases. So you are new in this venture. And for the first time, it will be the time for learning. You get? So don't start with a huge number. Start with some few birds, please. Please start with few birds that you will be able to take care of. If you have enough money, you can start with much, but you have to put you have to know that there is time for there is time when the birds are giving out eggs. Will you be able to get the market for all the eggs that you are going to get? Will you be able to get the market for the cocks you are going to raise? So you have to look at all those things before you bring a huge number of birds. However much, the one who started with a huge number of birds will be getting much profits, but profits without market, there is no how you can get much profits without market. So if you are new in this venture, there are very many things you have to learn, and you can't. If you start with very many birds, you get confused. Even you end up losing morale. You end up losing morale of keeping these birds, because you are going to face very many challenges. You get? So, my dears, if you are new in this channel, consider subscribing, and please book with us. Book for day 1 old chicks, 1 month chicks. Book fertilized eggs, the mature birds. We have all those products here at Mother Poultry Farm, even manure we have. So if you are new on this channel, consider subscribing, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you don't miss any video that we upload. Mother Poultry Farm is found in Busega, Chibumbiro. We are in Kampala, Busega, Chibumbiro. So don't forget that we have trainings here at Model Poultry Farm. For more information, you can call me on 0787 96 20 70. That is my WhatsApp number, 0787 96 20 70. Or you can call me on my Airtel number, which is 0759 49 8204. That Airtel is not on WhatsApp. MTN is the only one which is on WhatsApp. My MTN is 0787 96 20 70. For people who are abroad, you can WhatsApp me using my MTN number. Here at Model Poultry Farm, we always have trainings every Wednesday. Trainings every Wednesday. and training is at 50,000 shillings per head. 50,000 shillings per head. Book with Mali Local Poultry Farm for day 1-old chicks, 1-month chicks, mature birds, mature cocks, for breeding and table eggs. We shall serve you the best. Yeah. So, my dear, who is watching, who always ask me about the money you can use, or the capital you need to start up a local poultry farm, please first check in your pocket, see what you have, then start a poultry farm. And you don't with the land, you don't need a huge land. You don't need acres and acres of land. No, poultry, you can. With the poultry, we don't need much land. More so for those who are using deep litter system, we don't need much land. So, please, if you want to start, consider some things. The type of house you are going to build. If it is permanent, it costs. The costs of building permanent are higher than the costs of building the temporary house. So it's up to you. If you have enough, you can construct a permanent one. If your money is not enough, you can construct a temporary one. The workers at the farm, how much will you be paying them? Put all those in your accountability, and get time to think about all these things. Because if you don't put these things in your plan, time will come when the workers are to be paid. You have the workers at the farm. The prices of maize are high. You have to pay the workers, and the birds have to eat. Then you end up not fulfilling all those things. So if I always say, do it for a purpose. If you the owner of these birds, you are able to take care of these birds thoroughly well, please don't bring the worker. First move alone, then afterwards you will invite the workers at the farm. However much it is somehow tiresome, but nothing to do. If money is not there, don't bring the workers, because these workers, you have to pay them. And with the local birds, we don't get money quickly. It's a long-term investment. It takes like 3.5 months, if not 4, to get back our money. You get? So, please, if you are able to do the work at your farm, you the owner, do it. Then afterwards, you bring the workers. If the birds are not many, you bring the workers afterwards. And with the constructions, I repeat this because people mess here. They mess. Kubanga talaba akabanda ali walinga kakyaliwo, nasalawo ateeka amadirisa, ateekeko biki. My dear, don't spend a lot of money with the poultry house. Construct a temporary one, because these birds are not very heavy. They are not like cows. They are not like goats. You get? So use much money on buying feeds for these birds. Use 80% of the money you have to feed the birds. And these birds, for them, they don't know whether our boss is sick. You can't tell them that today I'm bankrupt. You can't tell them that today we've not eaten. You can't tell them, no, they don't know such stories. They have to feed every day. So spend much in feeding the birds. Don't spend much money on constructing the poultry house. I love you so much. I love you so much. My returning viewers, I love you so much. My new subscribers, thank you so much. Those who like my videos, thank you so much. Those who share my videos, thank you so much. I love you so much. Let's meet in the next video.